We're going to be heading south from Morgan Hills back down to San Diego this morning. And we're at 80% state of charge. The car has 214 miles range. We're going to try to do about 160 miles roughly before our first charge. Odometer is sitting at 19,798. And the trip, along with a couple errands up here in the Bay Area, put us at 416.3 miles for the trip so far. So let's go ahead and start the day. Here I'm merging onto the 101 freeway. I'll be taking this south all the way down to Paso Robles. Car here, almost 60 miles. The distance remaining on charge is 146 miles. It's 41 degrees out, still on the cool side. Compared to odometer reading, it's 19,856. And we're currently driving south on the 101 highway in, where are we? We're in Salinas, but I know there's a correctional institute nearby. And you see it's very foggy. So we got the low fog this morning. Here I am arriving at the Palos Verdes charging station, only to find the units all in use, and I get in line behind another car. It's our first charging stop here. We're at 27% state of charge. It's an Electrify America station with 3 pedestals, but one of them is not working. So we are 132 miles into the trip back home, averaging 0.39 kilowatt hours. And And we've got quite a backup of cars now. All right, at 30% state of charge, it ramped up to 53 kilowatts. So we're adding a little quicker rate here. All right, we've ramped up to 82% kilowatt charging rate now. We're just approaching 40% state of charge. At 50%, we've now ramped up to 103 kilowatt. Okay, we're approaching 70% state of charge. Still charging at 90 kilowatts. This is, again, Electrify America ultra-fast, up to 150 kilowatt charger in Paso Robles. We just reached the 80% threshold. The car can go 231 miles. I need to go 320. So we'll let it go up to 90 and then we'll hit the road again. We just reached 85% state of charge. Kilowatt rating has dropped down to 36.5. And it's got about 7 minutes left before we head off to the next stop, which will be lunch. The kilowatts delivered is currently 61.67 at a cost of $39.23. It's been running for 50 minutes, 85%. I normally would not sit at the charger here, but hoping to just make a quick stop for lunch and then do the rest of the drive home. Again, we've got 320 miles roughly to do. Yeah, 320 miles left. So we took on just over 66 kilowatts of energy from the Electrify America charger. We had a peak of about 100 kilowatts going into the car, and we charged up to 90%. We're now on the Highway 46. Much of this roadway is brand new. It's quite nice to drive on. We're currently at 70%. Traveled 67 miles since the last charge, using 22 kilowatts and averaging 0.32 kilowatt hours per mile. And the odometer is just getting ready to turn over here. There we go, 20,000 miles on the Fisker Ocean. Here I am merging onto I-5 South, and we'll take this down to the next charging station prior to the Grapevine Mountain Pass. Here I am exiting the I-5 freeway at the Laval West exit, and I'll be stopping at the Charge Point station over here behind the Denny's. We have 54%, but I need 67% to be able to make it all the way home. So I've got 153 mile range, and I need to be able to get 198 miles. So just waiting on one of the two working chargers here, and then we'll be on our way. We've traveled 120 miles. We've used 0.32 kilowatt hours per mile, and we consume 39 kilowatt hours. Car has been running very good. Just waiting for one of these two spots to get vacated. So it's kind of funny, the little white Kia Niro electric was sitting in a spot, said it was available, so I assumed it had finished charging. After about 15 minutes, the woman walked back and got some stuff out of her car, locked her car, and started walking away, and it still said available. And so I shouted out to her, "Are you going to, are you going to charge parked there?" And she said, "Oh, isn't it charging? I'm kind of new to this." And I said, "No, it's not charging. It says available. I've been waiting 15 minutes. And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I'm new to this." She walked back, took about 4 minutes to get it connected to her car and charging. So I'm first in line here. The woman on pedestal 1 was able to get that one working. It hasn't worked for 3 days. Just wouldn't initialize. So now all three are working. So we'll just wait. The Niro's got a really small battery. I just need 10 minutes of charging here, and I can be on my way. But I'll probably end up waiting a half hour or more. We went ahead and charged up to 63%, which will get us home. And it's currently 2:54. We enjoyed a snack, so should be good. with all the traffic, it really improved our energy efficiency. We've traveled 126 miles since charging, and we've averaged 0.26 kilowatt hour per mile.
Route deviation. Rerouting.
Used only 32 kilowatt hours of energy to travel 126.7 miles. So the car says we can go 90 miles to get home. And looking at the navigation, we've got 60 miles to go. So I'm not going to stop until I get home. That way I can charge cheaply. Well, we've reached the 800 mile point in the trip. 800 miles, an average of 0.33 kilowatt hours per mile. 6 o'clock in the evening. We have 21% state of charge, 65 miles remaining, and I think about 30 miles to go to get home. So we'll be into the red, possibly. I think it's either 15 or 20%. It turns to orange for a warning. Outside temperature is 63 degrees. Turn time is 6:30 p.m. And there we go. At 20%, it turns orange. You can see even the 63 mile remaining is orange, indicating that you should pay attention at this point. Make sure that you're not trying to go too far. And even on the small display, it shows orange in that display. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to Earth mode. We're going to be down into probably 10% range, and I'll videotape that in a little bit. I've gone ahead and turned on the ventilation system because I know I can make it home from here. And we'll keep it in Earth mode, as about 99% of the trip has been in Earth mode. Just want to see when the screen turns red here. Whether it's at 15, no, okay. So I think I just reached 15%. We're still orange. So maybe it's when it gets down to 10%, it'll turn red. Here's the old Fisker facility. We're down to 13% state of charge, 39 miles remaining. %, state of charge. Here's a quick trip summary for my Fisker Ocean One trip from San Diego to Morgan Hills, California, and then back down to San Diego. 855 miles with an average energy consumption of 0.33 kilowatt hours per mile, and total energy used 279 kilowatt hours.